All right, so we are back home. This is actually, we came home late Sunday night. We're home all day Monday. It's Tuesday now, the final Tuesday of September. And so we are home. Now that we're home, definitely gonna darken this up a little bit again. But we're going for a walk in town. I didn't record anything yesterday other than maybe some voiceover stuff, things like that, because it was just a relaxing day. A lot of traffic here on Main Street. We live on Main Street in our town. And maybe I'll show you all around a little bit. Because people often talk about like where I live, and I try to tell them different things. So I live above a pizza place, which is right here. I live across from the library, which is right there. I also live across from a Turkey Hill, which is a gas station. It's all around the country. People may know it as, you know, from your different foods and things that you get at your local mini mart. And that's because they all are, or at least were at the time, the same brand. And you could tell that by the logo. So literally right there, Turkey Hill. Right next door to a train shop, and about 2 buildings down from one thing that everybody loves. I'm not a fan, but I'm not like a super fan. I've probably eaten here or gotten things maybe like 3 times. Dunkin'. Everybody always says, oh my gosh, above a pizza place, next to a Dunkin', across from a gas station. Oh my gosh, there's no wonder, you know, I'd never be able to take off the pounds. And I am having that problem now, but that's not the reasons why. But this is my town. Not born and raised here, majority raised here though. I'm in my 30s because I've never really talked about that super publicly, I guess, because of the mystery of it all. But I'd say for probably more than 20 to 25 years of those 30, I have lived in this town.
About 25.
Yeah, Mom's next to me. She says about 25. So, yeah, I mean, hold on. This is the main street. Buildings, you know, I mean, I'm sure it probably looks like your town, but everybody always, you know, wants to know what places look like and what things are going on and whatever. There's Mom and Tommy.
1972, where we're walking was underwater up to the 2nd floor of these buildings because there was a tropical storm that came through, and the levee system that you see us walking on wasn't as high then. And the water came over the levee in some places and through the levee because they were working on it at the time. And all of this was underwater.
This is the town that Tommy was raised in as well. And obviously,
you'll have to get him to do a walking tour for you.
And obviously, if I was majority raised, lived here, Mom has lived here that whole time as well, or at least most of it, I'd say. But this is not her original town. Maybe one day we'll have to go and do kind of what everybody refers to as her stomping grounds. I've heard one of her friends specifically refer to it as that, our old stomping grounds, because that's the town that I went to high school in. But yeah, so we're gonna walk. Yeah, pretty much. Obviously some of the buildings could use a little bit of renovation, but sometimes you get some cool things. That used to be the bank. This over here used to be the Rent-A-Center when I was a kid.
That store over there that has the red, white, and blue flag on it used to be a Ben Franklin store, which was like a 5 and 10 kind of store.
I remember it being like a I want to say a novelty type of store, yeah.
Well, that's because it was 5 and 10, but it's a novelty these days.
Yeah.
When we first moved
This
to
building,
town, the store opened.
this building here used to sell like sports jerseys and hats and all that sort of stuff. And then I believe, and Mom could correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe what happened was The son got it, didn't want to do all of that, was more into working on cars, so blocked off, because all of this used to just be windows. And then the doorway was there, and there was like a little hallway sort of entranceway, but this was all windows where they displayed everything. And they stopped that, and then they opened this on the side, and it's like a garage and detailing business now.
Actually, they do car wraps here.
Car wraps, sorry.
Well, it's different.
I understand. I'm not a car person. Forgive me, folks. This place, Mattis's, has been around forever. Everybody knows that. Even people who've come back here after 40 years look and go, "Is Mattis's still there?" Yes, it is. This place used to be one of the most hoppinest bars in town. It's where I spent part of my 21st birthday, and it's now an Italian restaurant and pizza place.
And before that, it was a bar and restaurant.
Yeah, well, as I said, it was one of the most hoppinest bars in town. Yeah. This over here is the parking lot where for Kilbasi Festival, Mom sets up. So you see it's pretty close to how, she always says it's in walking distance. So for those who may not necessarily realize, like, no, seriously, it's within walking distance that she goes there. And it used to be the other half of this old furniture store that was here, this one, and there was one over there across the way, but they tore that down and built a parking lot, because that's what we do in this area, because that's what they did over here next to the other old bank, was make a parking lot, because that's what we do in places for some reason, instead of trying to actually, make things.
Paradise and put up a parking.
Yes.
We're near
Obviously, the place that everywhere has, relatively new for our town. I'd say probably about 4 years maybe. And then we're gonna take a pause here, and we'll check back in a little bit.
Oh boy, what did I get? Guess you'll have to wait and find out.
And we'll talk to you next time. Hey everybody, did you know that in addition to doing these videos, I also do podcasts? That's right, I am your voice of choice on the Clock Shelves Entertainment Podcast Network. Available from Clock Shelves Entertainment. Of course, it's the way that I produce all of my stuff. We do all sorts of podcasts. I have a show called Paul and All, where I talk with my friends and family from all over the world about anything and everything. I do a show called Buffyverse and Converse, where we're going through the entirety of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, as well as spin-offs, comic books, all sorts of other stuff, some canon, some not, just to give you a full idea of the Buffyverse at large. We have done Wrestling Renegades, where we talk professional wrestling. We've also done Lost with Friends, where I've gone over every single episode of my favorite show, Lost with Friends, from all over the world have contributed to that show, as well as MCU and Me, going through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the various pockets, if you will, including the films, the TV series, the then Netflix series, and more. We're going to get back to that one soon, I promise. But we do all of that via Clock Shelves Entertainment Podcast Network. You can check out in the description the links below. In the description below, the links for that. We're uploading the back catalog to YouTube right now. We have the shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. There's other places. And of course, if it's not on your favorite podcasting platform, let us know so we can make sure to get it there so you can enjoy all things Clock Shelves Entertainment. Crafting stories endlessly. All right, so we came home, kind of did our thing around the apartments for a little bit, and somewhere in there I got the notification that I was approved to be a DoorDasher. So the plan is, starting first thing tomorrow morning, we're gonna wake up and we're gonna just do DoorDash all day. We're not going to deny anything. We're going to take anything that comes our way, and we're going to see how far that gets us. And I'm just going to document that whole thing. That's going to be what's next.
Hey everybody, it's Future Paul here, reminding you of the adage that I said specifically at the beginning of this vlog series, this YouTube channel really. Man plans, God laughs. Unfortunately, for the first couple of days after we got back, I was okay, and then I got the approval to be the Door Dasher, and unfortunately, I ended up being a little under the weather for a couple of days. Then it was time for me to go to work for my mother for Just Plain Crazy Face Art and More of Northeastern Pennsylvania. You could see I have my face painted. I ended up seeing one of my mentors, my high school teacher, who I still keep in contact with, wonderful guy. And then it was an antiques show, kind of an antiques show, thrift market, flea market sort of thing. So I took my camera around. I tried to get some stuff. I know not everybody likes to be on camera. Not everybody likes to show their stuff. But so I tried to get some of the stuff that was on for sale at this antiques show, and that's what you're seeing now. Now, as you saw earlier, I did get my face done. Now, of course, what Just Plain Crazy Face Art and More of Northeastern Pennsylvania uses is a makeup. It's a cosmetic. It's more than just skin safe. Because not to sound like an infomercial, but too often folks still use craft paint, things like that. But if it's proper facial products, it should be a cosmetic, a makeup. The unfortunate thing is it doesn't go through, you get sunburned around it, and I very much did, and you're about to see that here. You're about to see what my face looked like sunburned, and you're about to see what my face looked like sunburned with the eventual outline of the skull and bones. So a little bit later you're going to see sort of the aftermath of that, even after a couple days.
When I was a kid, I wanted to learn to play the guitar so badly.
Hi, my name is Ryan Kratz, and while I may not be your voice of choice, I am a voice. I just wrote a song, and I would appreciate it if you checked it out. It's called Joke. It's live on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, Android, laptop, Walkmans, Discmans, iPods, anywhere where you listen to music, pretty much. I should have rehearsed this. I'm pretty sure that life's a joke. I'm pretty sure that life's a joke.
All right, so I'm out trying to do some DoorDash for my first ever time trying DoorDash. Ryan is with me. He's actually in getting his own food right now. And he's giving me some tips and tricks and things that I didn't know, I would have never known. This is part of the reason that I wanted him to come out with me for doing this. I don't know how much I'll be able to actually get video wise, just because I gotta use my phone to do it, right? So we shall see, and check back in a little bit as we're trying to get the dashing. No snow just yet, because even though it's October, it's still warm, at least October now. All right, so literally as I was recording that, I got my first dash, and it was for the restaurant, which actually Ryan got some food for himself anyway. So
I love Chipotle.
Yes, it was Chipotle, and we got their order. I got turned around on the highway, but it was my very first order. I made more money than I think Ryan thought I was going to.
For a first order, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm
2 to 3 times or 7 times the amount that I made.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that. It's not a whole heck of a lot for a first order, but again, if it's better than what he thought it was going to be, great, yay. And I say, let's continue on. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Navigator? He's my navigator. All right, so did a couple orders today.
Freaking hot in this car.
It is. The windows are down, the air conditioning's off, whatever. I think I made some good money for the very limited time that I was out. I'm not saying it was the best money. I'm not saying whatever, but I think I made some good money for the time that I was out. We also came up with a TikTok idea, so that there's no reason that shouldn't be posted by the time this video goes out. Considering I'm like a month ahead on videos, yeah. There's no reason that shouldn't be out. So we stopped, we ate a little bit of lunch, might be done for a little bit, maybe start first thing tomorrow instead of starting midday.
I'll be at work tomorrow though.
Yes, it'll be on me. So we'll see how that goes if I end up doing it, but we'll check in whatever the next adventure is.
So this is the sunburn I was talking about, basically a light bulb and some bones on the outside. And this one here is both an answer to a previous question, notice the Crocs, as well as a spoiler for something upcoming here on the vlog.
All right, so we're about to go out and do some more door dashing today, and I'll say 2 of the things that that supposedly helped the last time. 3 of the things, we'll say 3 of the things was, 1, we went to a busier area, a busier, more prominent area, so that might have helped. It was a Sunday, so that, I've been told that pays out a lot better on a Sunday. And the third thing was that I didn't turn down any orders. Literally the only time I turned down from the moment I started until the moment we were done, the only time I turned down orders was 1, when I went to go get gas because I couldn't have completed an order because I was that low on gas. So I did not accept an order. And then 2 was when I was like, hey, I'm basically done. I'm on my way to get my own food. And that was the only other time that because I didn't do that thing. Apparently you could do a thing where you can set it so that you're on a break and it won't send you any whatever. I did not do that. Those are the only 2 times that I turned down any orders. So today is not Sunday, And it is almost the same time that we're going out, so lunchtime-ish, so we're going to see what happens today. But we're going to try that same philosophy of we're not going to turn down any orders. We are going to be in a different area. We're going to be a little bit closer to home. Last time we were up near more towards the Scranton area, so about 45, 50 minutes away or so. So we're going to do things a little bit differently this time. I'm also going to have Mom and Tommy with me. Mom is going to help with GPS and holding the actual stuff. So we're going to do that, and we will check back in a little bit. All right, outdoor dashing. Had a mishap at the beginning of the day where I'm not going to say what happened actually, just for, privacy and legal purposes, but I messed something up, and I paid the idiot tax, as I often refer to it, because now I know better for next time. We took a break to, go home, use the facilities, whatever, and we're back out because, gotta make the money. We are being a little bit choosier with the orders today, only because there's some that are coming in on the red card, which I didn't really know a whole lot about. Apparently it is active in my Apple Wallet, but from my understanding, that's you go in and you shop for the items, and because I have Mom and Tommy, that doesn't necessarily work out the best for us time-wise or anything. So we're not necessarily going with those orders, but Mom riding shotgun here. What do you think? How's it going so far today?
Not too bad. Tommy said he's having a great time, so that makes a difference.
Yeah. All right, we'll check back in at a certain point and see what else is going on for the day here.
Mom ended up getting some great pictures, but I got this one from right out the windshield. I had to, of course, get a picture with me and my high school, barely, but it is there in the background. Not long after that, a couple days later, I was out working an event with and for Mom, and a very good friend of mine and her son stopped by, so I snuck this picture of them from across the way at a fall festival.
Hey everybody, it's been a couple days since I've recorded anything vlog-wise. I've been in a bit of a funk. As of this recording, I've been finishing editing the vacation videos. I think I got one, maybe two more to go. And I've just been trying to get that done, figure out what comes next for me, running DoorDashes and things. And yeah, just wanted to give you all the update that's what's going on. As of this recording, the one thing we still haven't done yet from the vacation is a haul. By the time you see this, you'll have seen that will have been done already, but we didn't do like a haul of like our souvenirs, and we didn't talk about the like the reviews of the places, but the plan is that we're going to be doing that as well. So like I said, just wanted to give you all the update. Trying to also get in the headspace to change some things here in the apartment. So that should be something. Maybe if I end up doing something, I'll do like a before and after or a time lapse or something like that. But like I said, it's been a couple days since I gave any sort of update on some stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to fill you all in on what's been going on, where my headspace is, aka not good. So yeah, when there's something worth checking in about, I will check in again. Thanks.
It was then time for another fall festival, this time at an apple orchard, Heller's Apple Orchard to be specific. So I got some stuff going on there, like this beautiful view.
All right, everybody, we are here at Heller's Orchard, sort of a fall thing going on. I'm gonna walk around before everything opens, get a few shots of some vendors, things like that, and just check it out here with Just Plain Crazy Face Art, your favorite and the best Northeastern Pennsylvania face painting artists that there are. Check them out. But yeah, so we'll get a little bit of footage and we'll see what's going on.
Now, as I said, this was fall, so I understand if things seem a little out of date or, whatever based off of when you're watching this. I'm sorry. I've been trying to document everything. I hope you'll forgive me. But some of the stuff isn't necessarily just fall. Some of it is just some really cool stuff. I love to see what all the vendors bring out to these events, no matter what time of the year it is. I was walking with my cousin Cassie. That's who you see here in front of me. But yeah, I just love seeing all the different stuff from all the vendors.
I'm gonna get some video of the lake or the pond or whatever. Lovely pond here. Get some nice shots of the pond. Beautiful and serene. We got some cool stuff going on here. Yogi's potato pancakes, we love them. Shout out to them. It's weird because not everybody wants to like be on camera, so I try to like avoid people a lot while trying to get things, but I try. Is my mother the greatest or what? She got me apple cider, which is pretty much all I wanted, but the only other thing that I really wanted was one of these apple cider donut. As we're getting ready to wrap up the day, we have the sun behind the clouds, but we have this awesome rainbow going on in the clouds there. Always a lovely sign.
As you may have seen during the month of October for Halloween, I was having my face painted up as different things, and this time it was Cassie actually doing the design on me that Mom got a little bit of the video while Cassie was getting the early stages of the design. This is the end of it, where it was black cat with some stuff in the background.